Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be bringing you a video talking about a very popular question. How much money do I need to launch a private label product on Amazon? So it's a very hard question to answer. As you can guess, not everyone is launching the same product. And so I'm going to have to do some assumptions here to answer that question. So what I've done is I have taken what I believe to be the average person, the average seller, and come up with a landed cost per unit, which is, my guess is $7. If you look at most products that people are looking to buy, their budget is not really big, and they're trying to stay within the stereotypical 1 pound and less range, so the shipping is pretty predictable. So landed cost per unit, $7, and the sales per day goal, even though some people might have much loftier goals than 10 units a day, the average person should be shooting for 10 units a day after their launch. Based off of that, the average person should be getting around 1,000 units in their first order, and the average product weight, once again, 1 pound. So those are my assumptions. Not everyone fits into those, but most people, I believe, do. So let's get to the calculation. So right away you can see that I believe if you are going to launch a new product on Amazon, you need $10,000 in cash. Some people will tell you, oh, you can do it with 5, you can do it with 6, and you can, but if you want to do it right, you're going to need $10,000 in cash. So here is my reasoning. First, you're going to need barcodes. It's $250 from GS1. You could go to nationwide barcode and get it for a lot less, but I think that would be stupid. I have another video on that, and that's a whole different subject, and it looks like I can't even spell barcodes right, so why even listen to me? Samples. You're going to be buying samples because you want to buy a product. You want to buy a quality product from China, and in order to make sure you are getting a good product and not complete junk, you need to get some samples. So $100 there. $1,000 for professional photography, infographics, box design, insert, logo. That's actually cheap. $1,000 is actually cheap for all of that. You can skimp out on that, but you won't have the most successful launch if you do, trust me. Trademark, definitely, you're going to want to get a trademark unless you want to get hijacked at some point and have your listing just get dragged down to the bottom of the barrel with all the critters. So yeah, you're going to get a trademark. 1,000 units, landed cost, it's going to be $7, so $7,000, right, for 1,000 units. Autoresponder, I mean, it's probably going to be more like 20 bucks, but I wanted an even $10,000, so $10. If you do any kind of launch service like Viral Launch is $400. I definitely suggest either doing Viral Launch or running a Facebook ad campaign. If you are a beginner, my guess is you are not very handy with Facebook ads, so the launch service might be just as cost effective as running Facebook ads. So $400 for that. Giveaway units. If you're trying to get 10 sales a day, you're probably going to have to give away around 10 units a day over an 8-day period to rank for whatever keywords you are going after. So 80 units, and we're multiplying that times the Amazon fees. And if you come over here, I have calculated the Amazon fees based off of 1 pound weight and $20 selling price. So your Amazon fees are going to be around $8. So you're gonna have to cover those Amazon fees with your 80 giveaways, right? So there you go. That's $10,000 in cash that you will need to do a successful launch if you're the average person. It can be more, it can be less, but on average, that's what you need. Okay. So I did a little more calculations here just to justify why you need 1,000 units. Is if you're doing 10 sales a day, right, then your days of inventory, which is 1,000 units divided by 10 is 100. So you have 100 days of inventory, and the typical lead time, if you're doing ocean freight, is 90 days. Now, if for some reason you need your inventory here quicker, it doesn't have to be 90 days, but you're going to have to pay for air freight, which is a lot more expensive, and you just don't want to do that. So maybe you would do the whole 70-30 principle, where you do 30% by air and 70% by sea, just so you don't run out of stock. You do not want to stock out. Just remember that. You don't want to stock out, because then you're going to have to do another mini launch and dump more money into your private label, which we're trying to avoid here. The other cost here that we have is your PPC. So the average cost per sale of your PPC, typically it's going to be around 25 to 30%. So your ACost per unit in this situation, because your selling price is $20, is $5. And we're going to assume that you will be running PPC 20% of the time. So throughout the course of your selling of your first round of inventory, you will spend $1,000 on PPC, is my estimation. All right. So your initial sales dollars will be 920, because you gave away 80 units, right? 920 times $20, so 18,400. There's your cost of goods sold for those 920 units. Okay. Gross profit, right? Your cost of your giveaways, which includes the product cost and Amazon fees, your GS1 barcodes, samples, photography, infographics, all that stuff, launch service, trademark, shipping to Amazon, PPC, and your total profit for the first round is actually going to be a loss of $150. So you will pretty much break even. All right? You will pretty much break even. But here's the key. Going forward, after your first round of inventory, you won't have these costs again. These upfront costs, your trademark, your barcode, your samples, your photography, launching, all that, it won't be there. So going forward, you should see anywhere from 20 to 25% based on these numbers would be your margin, which is pretty good. That's what typically most people get if you're doing private label. So I really believe in these numbers. I think that this is a very, very realistic estimate of what you will be doing or what you can expect with your first order, right? Your first private label order, if you're going for some level of success in the long run. So just remember, the first 3 months, you're probably not going to be profitable, because you're going to, as I showed you here, right? But after that, you will be making quite a bit of money. You'll be making 25% on each unit that you sell. So yeah, let me know if you agree with these numbers. If you disagree, I think these are solid. And yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and if you have any questions, put them in the comment box below. And as always, guys, good luck selling.